Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jonathan here. We've got some NASCAR news to talk about, and this comes from Jordan Bianchi that NASCAR won't be returning to Mexico next year due to the conflicts of soccer that's happening in the area in that time frame. So they will not be returning to Mexico City next year. But Chicagoland Speedway is expected to take its spot in the 2026 NASCAR Cup season schedule. And this comes from the Athletics. So this part right here was wow. I kind of expected that to happen. There was rumblings that they wouldn't be back due to some conflicts and whatever, especially with even the Chicago Street Course. And so what we know right now is we won't be going to Mexico City. We won't be going back to Chicago Street Course. We are going to San Diego to race on uh, the Air Force base there in San Diego, and now it looks like we're going back to Chicagoland. Last time it was there was 2019. That track does need some TLC for sure, but I think they'll be able to get it ready before next year starts for sure. But that is not all. Here is another thing. Uh, Jeff Clark retweeted this out, and then Junior says, "Out a surprising thing I didn't would think ever hearing of Junior's tweets," but it says, "And this ain't the last big domino to fall, I hear." What does he mean? Like now I'm curious. Like, what is changing? What else can be happening? Are we going back to Road America? Are we moving some dates around? Will Daytona go back to the July 4th and Atlanta becomes the regular season finale? If we have the playoffs like we do. Uh, it just sounds like we're really mixing up the schedule for next year as well. And Junior, not saying he doesn't have inside sources, but he may have something that he's hearing and the rumblings of something that could be changing. Uh, Frankly, I don't think we had any generally new tracks besides San Diego. If Mexico City's leaving, that means obviously Chicagoland will be put in place. Now, I don't think Chicago is going to be on that date. Okay, it replaces that race, but it may not be on Mexico City date. That may be something else, right? So this is kind of just my thinking, and I'm still going to try to get around here soon to make my predictions. I know that it sounds like within a couple of weeks. Of course, they say that every year. But around this time of year, they always say, "Oh, it's a couple of weeks," and it's another couple of weeks. That and it ends up being like September before they ever give us the schedule. But I want to get to having to make my own prediction video for the schedule for next year. But my guess is Chicago is going to be the where I guess where the Chicago Street Course was. Not, I don't think it's going to be July 4th, but it's going to be in that vicinity, that date, that area. Maybe a week after July 4th, maybe is Chicagoland. But that's my guess. I still think maybe they are trying to figure out if they want to maybe get Road Atlanta back, or to go to Atlanta, or maybe in this case, maybe have Atlanta be July 4th, Daytona still be the regular race, or flip flop those as well. I mean, frankly, I really, it doesn't matter to me which one is which. If you're talking about more exciting finish for the regular season, maybe Atlanta, just because how the racing is there now. And Daytona's, I mean, yes, it's Daytona. It's would be great to have it back on July 4th, but let's be real. Um, I mean, I hate to say it, but Daytona's just Daytona now. With the way the super speed racing is at those tracks, it doesn't matter what date you have it. It just doesn't. It's not as thrilling because the racing is not as good as it used to be. So I don't know. We'll see what they want to do with that. But Junior putting that tweet out kind of for X. I guess I'm gonna still call it a tweet. I don't care. it kind of, piques my interest. Like, what else is out in the horizon? What else they want to do for the schedule? I don't see like a huge shocker. Like, we're going, whoa! I can't believe they're gonna do this. Besides, Jordan Bianchi will probably break it before even NASCAR does. No offense to him, but still, I feel like I don't think there's anything super surprising. It just may be surprising in the sense that, hey, I didn't expect it to be on that date. So we'll see what the schedule is going to be like. But just to recap, Mexico City's out, Chicagoland's back in, and we'll see where everything heads for next year for 2026. Guys, if you did get good information from this video, hit that like button. If you're new to this channel and want to get the latest in NASCAR news, consider subscribing to this channel. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you for the next one.